Thanks RecTech for sponsoring this video. This is today's special ingredient, Ponzu sauce. You can use this for many things, including sushi or as a dipping sauce, and of course, a marinade. That is exactly what we're about to do today. And for that, I'm going to be using this beautiful New York strip. As you can see, it is choice grade, 1.5 inches thick, and perfect for today's experiment. And here's how this experiment is going to go down. The first thing to do is to place the steak on a container. Then I immediately go in with the Ponzu sauce. I made sure that the whole steak is covered with it. The more, the better. Now here's the interesting thing. I'm going to be marinating one for a day. Another one I'll be doing for a whole week. The very last one I'll be doing it for a whole month. This way it's really gonna let us know if this is a good thing or a bad one. And I cannot wait to find out what the results are gonna be. So once it was ready, inside the refrigerator it goes. As that was happening, it was awesome because it allowed me time to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And this one is gonna please everyone. And to make it, it is ridiculously easy, and here's how. The first ingredient we need is this, char siu. You can buy it on your local Asian market or you can make it at home. I even done an experiment cooking steaks with it, and this thing is magical. It is delicious, and Uncle Roger approved it. It made the steaks better. Oh yeah. And to use it, it's super simple. Here I have a pork shoulder. Usually to smoke something like this, it takes anywhere between 8 hours to 12. And to speed up the process and make it even better, what I like to do is to go ahead and start removing the bone. You just gotta work it on the edges, and if you do it right, the bone will come out nice and easy. And since now I have more surface area, not only will we cook faster, it will allow me to get more marinade since the surface area is so much larger. Talking about that, that's pretty much all I have to do. I gotta add this wonderful char siu marinade on it, adding as much as possible, because believe me when I tell you, that's it. It was now ready to go into the smoker. And for that, I'm gonna be using my dual fire RecTech. It's called dual fire for two reasons. I can basically have two cooking chambers in one smoker. This side right here, I'm gonna be adding the pork. I set it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Close the lid and it's gonna take about 3 to 4 hours. And this one here specifically gets up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. You can sear steaks or cook anything you like. I'm telling you folks, I'm in love with it. It's like having two for the price of one. Talking about that, by this time my pork was ready. And take a look. Perfectly cooked. We got a little bit of char and exactly what I was looking for. Because now the only thing left to do is to go ahead and slice it. And when I did, oh boy, this thing is as juicy as it gets. Now that is what I'm talking about. Perfection. If you take a closer look, you can even see that we got a little bit of smoke ring. Come on now. But we're not done yet, as the next thing to do is to go ahead and cut it in small strips. Because to make it healthy, we're going to add some vegetables. But I'll be using carrots and cabbage. As the next thing to do is to go ahead and throw everything into a strainer and throw hot water right on top. You can also just throw it in boiling water and then strain it out. Either way will work just fine. We don't want to fully cook the vegetables. Just a little bit like this is good enough. Because now into a bowl I threw in some 5 spice, followed by salt, some green onions, tiny bit of MSG, and to finish it up, sesame oil. Now mix everything well and this is ready. Now I'll be using some spring roll pastry to roll everything out. You can buy this in your supermarket on the Asian aisle. And the best part is that it is easy to work with. Take a look. I first placed down one sheet, followed by a tiny bit of vegetables. Then I added the pork we just cooked, wrapped everything up, and to close it, I added a little bit of water. And that's all there is to it. You can make a bunch. They are delicious, and it will please everyone. To finish them up, all you gotta do is deep fry them until it's golden brown. Because remember one thing, everything in there is already fully cooked. We're just trying to get a nice crispy crust. As once I was done, to be healthy, I just threw some green onions right on top. That's really not necessary though. But what is this sauce, which is sweet and sour sauce. If you've never made it, it's super simple and here's how. Into a bowl I threw in some white vinegar, followed by sugar, and then ketchup. Now mix everything well, and if you want a super bright red color, you can add some food coloring. Because once you have done so, there you have it, sweet and sour sauce. This is going to be absolutely delicious to go along with the side dish. And I'll tell you one thing, it will please everyone. Don't believe me? You just wait and see. But I cannot say the same exact thing about today's experiment, because by this time, my steaks were ready. I first started with the one for a day, and when I opened it up, it went from red to this color. Not very appetizing. The one for a week was a little bit more interesting, much darker, and as I placed it on a cooling rack, things got a little bit weird. But check out the one for a month. Things went completely south on this one. Not only is it much darker, it is the weirdest experiment I've ever had. I was not expecting this to happen. Let me explain a little bit better. Because once I got all of the steak nice and dry, I laid them down on a cutting board and take a look. Here we have all 4 steaks. The first one is the control. It is exactly what it's supposed to be, and most importantly, it feels and it looks like a steak. Now the one that was marinated for a day, obviously the color is completely different, but the smell, it is is fantastic. It has an umami citrusy smell that is just wonderful. I don't know if you can tell, but the steak also started to cook itself. It is extremely tender. But take a look at the one that was done for a week. Much darker, and the smell is no longer as pleasant as the previous one. The steak also started to get eaten by the ponzu sauce. Crevices are much larger. Fibers are completely separating from each other. And lastly, the one for a month? I don't even know how to explain it in words. I'll do my best. Take a look at this thing. Not only did the ponzu eat it, it also tried to put it back together. It became like a glue. It doesn't feel like a steak. Every time you press on it, the indentation stays. If you are familiar with ceviche, you know that the citrus cooks everything. And that's exactly what it did to this steak. This one is as weird as it gets, because the only thing left to do is to go ahead and get them seasoned. I kept the seasoning the same for all of them, except obviously for the control one, which got some salt. Everything else got freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Ponzu sauce is naturally salty already, so there was no need to add. As now, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. First, I'm going to be putting a nice, wonderful sear. Then, I'll cook them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I say it is enough talking, and it is time to grill this steak, so let's do it.
All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steak with a nice side dish, gentlemen. Are you guys hungry?
Hell yeah!
I'm ready. We got 4 steaks in here. Let's go.
With all that being said, we got a little experiment going on. I want your honest opinion here. Let me know which one tastes better, worse, or just be as brutal as you can. Sounds like a plan?
Yeah.
Please start right here, gentlemen. Let's go.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, Guga. I don't know what this experiment is, but I'm kind of onto you. There is a different smell in the air that doesn't smell beefy.
Okay, this smells beefy.
Ah, okay. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Beefy, all right.
I never get tired of steaks. It has a wonderful meaty flavor, beautifully tender, and you have that nice charcoal flavor that's added to it, slight smokiness, just beautiful flavor on this steak. I love this.
I could squeeze the damn juice out of this steak.
I like that. Squeezing the juices out, everybody, and that's how it should be done. Can you guys tell which one that is?
Has to be a Guga steak.
Yes, the control. With all that being said, that's delicious. Please, let's dig in on the next one. Jump in, gentlemen. Smell different?
Yeah, this definitely smells different.
Yeah, really?
Why do you look surprised?
I don't know, because I didn't expect it to smell any different at all. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Whoa!
Wow.
Yo, that is amazing, everybody.
It's less savory. There's an added flavor there that I get in the steak juices primarily. Pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
That is a 10 out of 10. We'll highly recommend. How delicious that is. I cannot believe this is so good like this.
Do you guys get that flavor? It's like a little lemony.
Yes, 110%. That is fantastic. I cannot wait to try the next one.
Can we please try that side dish? Everybody else had it. Let's get some.
Okay, let's try it. A little dunkage, Leo, a little dunkage. Please don't make a mess. Please don't make...
Bombastic side eye.
So what this is a char siu egg roll.
Oof.
Let me know what you guys think. You ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, come on.
Hold on. The flavor that you get from the inside of this egg roll is delicious. I will say, Guga, this pork is so juicy and it's so flavorful, so delicious.
I detected something that Leo did not describe. There is some sesame oil in here.
There is some sesame oil.
And there's maybe a little bit too much vegetable.
Oh my God.
Maybe a little bit too much, you know? No, but hey, that pork is actually so damn good.
It is so easy to make. You got a smoker at home. Go ahead, put it in there, everybody. It doesn't take a long time to do it. Treat yourself with something like this. Let's go for the second one. Let me know. Please dig in, gentlemen. Whoa. How does it smell?
Very different compared to the second steak. Oh man, I can't wait to try this.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
That amplified so much.
So much more powerful.
Yeah, it's a lot stronger though.
It's lemony, a little bit acidic, which actually balances out the savory beefiness. And I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but these steaks taste a little bit juicier too.
Yeah, no, it's just amazing. That is fantastic, but it's very powerful for me.
It's the same flavor, but it's a little bit too much.
Little bit.
I'm also getting a little bit of umami from this, where it's like kind of lingering, coating my tongue. Feels pretty nice.
That tasted good, but I am so excited for you guys to try the last one. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's dig
I don't
in,
know.
please. This one right here is a little bit different. As you can see, it looks like it has a lot of gray band there.
Yeah, I
But
was
that's
gonna
not
say
gray
that.
band at all. That's something else.
Hold on, the smell on this steak, damn.
Too powerful?
This don't smell like a steak. That's
Yeah, that's kind of true. I'm not even gonna lie.
that's the problem.
I think Leo's right on this one.
What does it smell like, Leo? I want to know.
Bro, it smells weird.
All right, enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
oh.
It tastes like
And the texture is really off too. It almost tastes a little bit powdery, and the fat on it is like kind of slimy.
That is way too much, everybody. And you're right. It doesn't feel like a steak. It doesn't taste like a steak. It is extremely overpowering. It's like you're drinking the sauce. You want to know what the sauce is?
Tell me.
Ponzu sauce.
I love ponzu.
I love it so much that this one I marinated for a month.
yeah, 1 month is way too much.
There's no beef flavor at all. It's just complete ponzu, and it also messed up the texture of the steak. It's
Messed
not
up.
good.
Actually, I even said it on the video. Start cooking the steak because of the citrus.
I have one question. How long did you put this one for?
One day.
So 1 day is your sweet spot. That's like,
Money, dude.
Talking about this steak, there's no more slices. I need to keep eating this steak. This is the
Damn.
winner right here.
Why are you not so friendly today?
No. I just wanted one slice. There, I put it back.
So we all gonna have to eat from your fork now that you have a fork over here. But in all seriousness, guys, the ponzu sauce worked so well with steaks. I highly recommend you giving it a try. If you've never had ponzu sauce first, start by just dipping your steak and trying it out. See if you enjoy that flavor. If you do, then let it marinate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.